The primary driver for most small businesses, that is small business owners not making the money that they think they should make, is not knowing what they don't know. In other words, every day they're wrestling with an array of issues reflected here that pull them in different directions, that interrupt them when they're working on one item. They get yanked out of that and have to go work on another item. That creates problems, and it also just adds to the stress level. So when you've got too many things to do and there are things that you're not as good at it as you need to be, or you don't understand like you should, there's risk, and that risk is best seen in your investments. Those who strive to be the best recognize the value and benefit of working with experts. That's because there's a lot invested in a business, not only in money, but also in time and effort. Those investments get deployed through a wide array of activities that will either have one or two outputs. They'll either make less than they should, or they'll earn profits. Ideally, they're earning more than they actually should have, because they're now starting to do things smarter and differently. The point is, if you aren't satisfied with the results you are getting and you desire to achieve better results, and you are also tired of having to try to figure this all out on your own, because running a business is complex. It's some of the most difficult work done any day of any week in any location. And the point is, there's help. The question is, what type of help do you need? Do you need an expert who is a coach, functions more like a coach? Do you need a consultant to come in, or what are you really looking for a mentor? Well, the balance of this video will help you appreciate which of these three you need. And to anchor the significance of this, think in terms of a cards face up conversation. If you're not prepared to have a cards face up, in other words, let them behind the curtain and let them see the good, the bad, and the ugly, then you're wasting your time. In other words, if you're going to have your whole cards, if you're going to keep your cards face down and not fully disclose what your issues and challenges are that you're looking for help with, then don't waste your time and their time. When you're considering working with a coach, a consultant, or having a conversation with a mentor, it's about entering that conversation cards face up. They need to see the brutal reality that you're wrestling with so that they can best position you and them to make the needed improvements. Let's factor this in by starting with a coach at a high level. Coaches help you develop new skills to improve your personal effectiveness. A lot of their time is spent in time management and prioritization. Consultants, the really good ones, are coming in to deliver a very specific solution to a business challenge. It may be a capability that isn't in the business. It may be new knowledge that doesn't exist, but a consultant is coming in to deal with a very specific business challenge. Whereas a mentor likes to share their stories. In fact, a lot of mentors I've worked with, they like to tell you what to do, but it's always on their terms and when it's convenient for them. So how to decide? Well, the best expert option is really based on your urgency of need to act. What are your values, goals, time constraints, deadlines if you're up against any, and available cash flow to invest in outside expertise, to invest in you and your business. The investment pays off if you hire the right person with the right skill set. That's because trying to do it yourself without the benefit of an expert always leads to wasted time and wasted money. How is that? Well, it happens through the trial and error method. An expert has been through a number of things, so you get to start where they are, as opposed to when you're doing it on your own, you're only as good as your last learning from your last trial and error. When I think about selecting expert help, I like to think in terms of a fishing analogy. So the question is, do you want to be taught how to fish? Do you want to be given a fish? Or do you want to listen to someone talk about their fishing stories? So think about that for a moment. If you're looking to be taught a specific way to fish, that's an important consideration. In other words, you're looking for a coach. If you're looking for someone to give you a fish, maybe even prepare the fish for you to eat, then you're looking at a consultant. And if you're looking to hear about fishing stories, because you might be able to glean something out of an expert fisherman or fisherwoman's story, then a mentor can serve you well. That's because coaches, they will teach you a specific way to fish, but they won't fish for you. They're going to help you explore all of the nuances of fishing, and they're going to observe you master the skills and behaviors of a great fisher. Whereas a consultant is, they're going to give you the fish they caught. They're going to explain how that fish is superior to any other fishes, and if desired, they'll actually prepare it for you. Whereas a mentor, they enjoy sharing their fishing stories. They're gonna talk to you about their favorite fish to catch, the type of fishing they like to do, where they like to fish, but they're not going to take you fishing, nor are they interested in your fishing stories. So with that, let's just walk through a couple of high-level side-by-side comparisons between a coach, a consultant, and a mentor. Coaches are about empowering people to be better. Consultants are about solving a very specific problem that starts with confirming what the cost of that problem is, bringing in their recommendations, and then having some form of execution on that, be it you doing it yourself or the consultant doing it for you. Whereas a mentor, they're going to share their perspective. They're going to talk about their experiences, things to avoid. That's where they orient from. Another thing to appreciate about the distinction across these three experts is the coach is focused on personal effectiveness. Consultants are hired because they can do something that you can't do or you don't want to do. Whereas a mentor is only interested in interacting on their terms to share their wisdom and perspective. They're doing it as a favor. So it's about their convenience, not yours. The other thing about a coach versus a consultant versus a mentor is a coach is going to charge an hourly rate. They're going to focus primarily on time management, prioritization, accountability, change, skill development. All of those are good. Whereas a consultant is either going to charge an hourly rate or a project rate tied to very specific deliverables. And a mentor, they aren't looking for any compensation, just the opportunity to talk when they want to talk. The other thing to appreciate about a coach versus a consultant is coaches are great when you want to get unstuck. You want to act and better manage your time so you can live up to your potential. That's where a coach can really help you. A consultant, you hire a consultant because you're looking for a very specific expert to solve a problem that you don't have the capability or capacity to solve yourself. And you engage a mentor for their sage advice. You realize that they aren't going to do any work for you, yet there's value in the conversation. There's nuggets of gold that can come from their insights, particularly if they've been through what you're going through. Another thing to be mindful of, in fact, this is a major issue with hiring a coach, and that is some coaches function as paid mentors. In other words, they enjoy telling you what to do. They enjoy sharing their stories, but they're not there to help you create your story. They want to talk about their story. And the difference here is they're functioning as a mentor, but you're paying them like a coach. The other flip side on the coaching side of this is some clients hire a coach expecting them to shoulder some of the workload. In other words, they're looking for them to do some of the work that a consultant would do or a professional service provider would do, but a coach isn't going to do that. They're not there to roll up their sleeves and work alongside you. They're there to observe and give you feedback and to help you become your best, but they aren't gonna get in and do the nitty-gritty like a consultant would. Another watch out though that's unique to consultants is there are a lot of consultants out there who have what I refer to as a bag of tricks. There's a handful of things that they've done that they're pretty good at. They like bringing it in, and their preparation for working with you is limited to their replacing the logo and changing the name of the company on their deck and handouts. So watch out for those people that are oriented around a prefabbed solution, kind of that off-the-shelf answer to your problem. And then mentors, they're not looking to expend any effort at all outside of their conversation. So expecting them to do something, that's actually out of scope, and you're not likely to get another conversation with that mentor if they think you're wasting their time and you're expecting them to solve your problem. So with that, the next question you need to wrestle with in deciding between a coach, a consultant, really a mentor's kind of out of the equation right now. The next question be deciding between a coach and a consultant is are you looking for someone with really deep subject matter expertise or someone with a wider array of experience and expertise? If you want a coach who's done something really, really well, or a consultant that knows something extremely, they know it to the nth degree, then that you're looking for a subject matter expert, someone that can help you do something very specific. Whereas generalists have a wide array of experiences with varying levels of depth that allow them to have more breadth. In other words, when you sacrifice depth, it gives you the opportunity to go broader, and that's what generalists do. The thing to keep in mind, though, is that it's about skill building for a coach, it's about business capability building for a consultant, and for a service provider, it's about doing something that you don't want to do, that needs to be done on a regular basis, and you're not in a position to hire somebody to do that for you. So appreciate what these experts are bringing to you so that you can hire the right one for the job at hand. What I have come to appreciate over the years, that most small businesses get the greatest lift from those who can come at them from a hybrid approach. In other words, they can function like a coach and perform like a consultant. This matters because as you move through the course of a year, you and your business are continuously evolving. So as your business evolves and as things change, your need for a coach and a consultant will be more fluid. The other thing to appreciate is that sometimes what you're looking for is timely insights to build on an opportunity or to help you realize your highest potential. And those insights can come from somebody that's more in a hybrid mode. In other words, they've got a broader set of experience and expertise. The other thing that you need sometimes is you need somebody to motivate you because you're stuck, or to brainstorm with you. Another benefit of a hybrid coach and consultant is sometimes there's very random work that comes in that needs to get completed, and it's very challenging, or there's regular work that needs to get done, like on a quarterly basis, and you're not positioned with the skills, the desire, interest, or time to do it. That's another benefit of the hybrid approach. And then lastly, there's value in having ready access to someone with both depth and breadth of experience who is invested in your success, has worked with you over a period of time and is a person that you can't afford to hire full time. That's really where the benefit of the hybrid, i.e. the person that can function as both a coach and a consultant. Another watch out to be aware of is to make sure you're on the same page. In other words, are you looking for in-person attention where you want somebody physically with you? Or is phone and email feedback and work product sufficient? Are you looking for weekly, monthly, or quarterly interactions? Do you have a specific work you want to perform? Or do you want someone to talk to when you're getting stuck? Be clear on what you're looking for, because that shapes the beginning of your relationship. The other thing to appreciate is that the level of support you require from a business coach or consultant is critical to you making more money with less stress. In fact, it's as critical as selecting, even more so, the right accountant, the lawyer, and financial advisor. That's because this is about positioning you with the skills and capabilities to make the money that the accountants account for and the lawyers protect from others taking from you. With that, I do want to encourage you to connect with us. Talk with a business coach, one of our business CPR certified coaches, to appreciate a little bit more how we can help you today. If you're still wanting to explore things, check out this video. This talks to you about our Teach Me How coaching options, because we have an array of options dialed into differing needs. The other thing to take a look at is our Business Essential Certified Setup. This is an array of must-have business foundational tools that you can bring into your business to help you make more money with less stress. And we also have in our Platinum package, we have an array of do-it-for-me outsourcing solutions. This is really kind of the consulting side of it, where we have some specific things that we can bring in and tailor for your business to just get done. Because sometimes things just need to get done. So thanks for tuning in. If you like this video and learned something about the differences between consultants and coaches and mentors, I'd appreciate a like. If these are the types of things that you would enjoy to see more of, then I would invite you to subscribe, because we're constantly coming to our platform with different thoughts and ideas to help people enjoy more success. That's what we're about. Thanks again for tuning in.